The start of my coaching journey, and it was probably one of the best decisions I've made from a professional point of view, because I had a wonderful experience. I learnt a lot about man management, I think, and how to manage a team of players and coaches, and you know, it was a special time. And
another very obvious question you would have been asked is about bowling to a Lara or a Tendulkar in international cricket, but I'm going to ask you, what was it like bowling to some of the best batsmen in your side in the nets? For example, a Ricky Ponting, Damien Martin, as you mentioned. Were there those rivalries in the nets? Was there competition in the nets with them?
Yeah, I mean, there was. And it was all healthy competition, because my theory was, if I bowled as well as I could at training to our batters, I'm going to be able to, if I'm working hard on my skills, I'm going to be giving him good practice. And if he's getting good practice, then it's going to help him perform well for us. So that's why I always put a lot of emphasis on that. There were days when you were just rolling the arm over and just ticking over, and batsmen were just wanting to feel a bit of bat on ball. But when we had times when we really wanted to work on our skills and improve and get better, I always felt as a bowler we had an important role to play there, because we are giving some really good practice to our batsmen who have to do the job out in the middle. So, I always found that quite important. And there are times as well where, if you're, as a bowler, you understand your teammates, and you might have a teammate who might have just been battling a little bit, might just be struggling a little bit. You might just give him a couple of easy deliveries, a couple of gentle half volleys to get his confidence up. So that, again, that's about being a teammate and reading the room and understanding your teammates, how they're feeling, not just thinking about yourself and your own game, being able to say, right, how can I help my teammate here? Sometimes it was by actually bowling the very best you can and trying to knock him over each and every ball. That's helping him prepare. But there were occasions, if you see one of your mates just struggling in the nets a little bit, you just give him a couple of gentle half volleys or a nice little cut shot to get his confidence up, knowing that he's playing a test match in 2 days' time, and we need him there to score runs. So that wasn't often, mind you, because we wanted to test our batsmen out, but just every now and again you look after him a bit, look after the batters.
And how did the move into coaching happen after your playing career? You seem to have carried a lot of those values into coaching, and how much has coaching changed, you would say, from the time you were a player to now, what it is now?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I mean, I played in the ICL, the Indian Cricket League, the T20 League, back in the late 2000s. And Heath Streak was one of our overseas players. And, during ICL, we talked about what we'd do at the end of our careers and things like that. And then probably about a few months later after that, I got an email from Heath, and he mentioned, am I still keen to coach? And I said, oh, yeah, look, I'm thinking about, I just agreed to coach my club side here in Adelaide. And so I was all set to do that. And he said, well, look, we've got an opportunity if you want to be a head coach of a first-class team here in Zimbabwe. Things are moving well here and progressing, and, we'd like you to be a part of it. And would you consider moving over here and being a coach? And so I thought about it and, convinced the family, and we packed the family up and moved to Zimbabwe. And that was the start of my coaching journey. And it was probably one of the best decisions I've made from a professional point of view. Excuse me. Because I had a wonderful experience. I learnt a lot. I learnt a lot about man management, I think, and particularly and how to manage a team of players and coaches, and it was a special time, and it was obviously a great life experience as well for myself and our family, and it certainly helped me moving forward, going into sort of predecessor to my next role that I got, which was coaching. cricket. And, I'm always very thankful to Zimbabwe Cricket and the Midwest Rhinos for affording me the opportunity, because had I not had that opportunity, I may not have had the chance to coach Yorkshire and have that experience and probably be here and where I am today.
And it's quite great because in Yorkshire you had success with those championship titles, then moving to Sussex. Adelaide Strikers is another team with which you had success. That run of success and consistency as a coach, what is the secret behind it? And it's not just in one place. You've done it in different places.
Yeah, look, it's hard to really pinpoint that, but I think as a coach, I'm clear, I'm pretty consistent in how I deal with players and coaches. I think it's important to listen and look to understand. Look, I'm not a ranter and raver. I'm not that type of person, particularly as a coach. I don't see much point in raising your voice or yelling or carrying on. I don't think it achieves too much in this world. So, for me, it's all about trying to help players get better. I say this a lot to players and coaches. I say there's a reason why we are called support staff, because we are here to support you. It's not the other way around. And so if we can support you in any way we can, we will. If I can't find a solution to your problem as a player, it's my job to find someone who can help you with your problem. And so that's how I like to work. We talk about continual improvement. Look, results will come and go. But I think, try and be as consistent as you can in your behaviours, the messages, but allow players the freedom. And you certainly can't have an ego as a coach, because I'm a big believer that players learn as much, if not more, from their teammates and opposition players as they do coaches. I think a lot of coaching in cricket is facilitating and creating the environment in which to learn, adapt and improve. And for me, they're pretty key. And learn as much as you can each and every time you play the game.